Hello. Thanks for having me. I'm Kat, and I identified as a transgender male starting at age 13. I medically transitioned later as an adult. After years of struggling with gender dysphoria, along with diagnosed anorexia, bulimia, anxiety, and depression, I thought that pursuing medical transition and living as the opposite sex would bring me happiness. I believe what trans activists told me, that transitioning was my best option and the only way to prevent suicide. I received a prescription for testosterone from the Planned Parenthood here in Sacramento after only a 30-minute phone call with the doctor. No blood work nor therapy was required. My other serious psychological issues, as well as my hesitation due to being unsure of the effects testosterone would have on my singing voice, were of no concern to the doctor. I was a semi-professional singer at this time. Hormones, but not therapy, were covered by my health insurance. A second Planned Parenthood doctor wrote me an approval letter for a double mastectomy, also without any in-person meeting or recommendation that I address my other mental health issues first.
Understanding right now, and just kind of to speak to a little, some of what we heard, is in order for someone to receive medication or to begin any kind of transitioning process, they have to first have a diagnosis of gender dysphoria. That and as an LCSW, you don't make a diagnosis like that without a few visits for someone. So someone who went to Planned Parenthood and received medications already had to have an evaluation to be given a diagnosis of gender dysphoria. Is that as you understand it?
So to be clear, I'm not a medical professional, and I know, but first of all, and I just want to say, we heard a lot today. I know and represent a huge number of transgender people. I know an enormous number of transgender people who are extremely happy that they now have the correct gender identity that forms to who they are. And so this whole notion that trans is fake and everyone's unhappy is not true. I also know in San Francisco we're blessed to have medical providers who provide excellent care, and that care is what it is. And yes, there are, I've met with people at UCSF about this, and there are all sorts of protocols and different kinds of evaluations that people receive when they are considering transitioning.